Well, a warning this morning for those of you looking to help the people of Ukraine. The Turn to Tara team has discovered con artists have begun capitalizing on your generosity. Our senior investigative reporter Tara Rosenblum with this advice to protect your donations from scammers.
As the Ukrainian people fight to fend off a fury of Russian weaponry, an army of volunteers here at home race to respond, sorting through a mountain of medical supplies that will ship out to the front lines of war.
Anything that we can do to lend a helping hand not only makes us feel empowered, but is a blessing.
Donation efforts like this one at the Afia Foundation in Yonkers are proof positive of the growing sense of helplessness many of us feel across the tri-state as we ask ourselves, what can I do? How can I help? But this week, a warning to weigh that decision extremely carefully because the Turn to Tara team has discovered charity scams are already abound. Here's a few examples of phony donation websites showcasing the Ukrainian flag and soldiers defending their freedom. Another one displays a massive explosion and inferno, conveniently pointing out the site accepts most credit cards and even Apple Pay. There are also pleas on social media from alleged victims seeking donations via Bitcoin.
It is very common during times of crisis, during times of war, for the scammers to come out of the woodwork.
Last year alone, federal data shows Americans reported losing $1.6 billion to charity fraud, with the average victim losing about $1,000. While it's too soon to tell how many well-intentioned dollars will wind up in the wrong hands during this latest crisis, here are some simple ways to stay ahead of the scammers. For starters, make sure the website is secure by looking for the lock symbol in sites that start with HTTPS and end with .org. Verify the legitimacy of a charity by looking for contact information and searching its name on give.org. You should also watch out for social media messages, emails, or texts that claim to have exclusive content because clicking on them could expose your device to a virus. And always pay with a credit card instead of debit card for an extra layer of protection.
I think you should also check out how much is going to the charitable cause versus the administrative and the fundraising expenses. Any charity that's claiming 100% will be spent on relief, they're probably misleading you.
Meantime, volunteers across the tri-state continue to show up. I'm Tara Rosenblum, News 12.
And if you have a story or a problem you want the Turn to Tara team to look into, head to our website, news12.com, and when you're there, you're going to want to click on the feature section. That's where you're going to find the Turn to Tara tab.